Appreciate that. New game. So I did play this for a couple minutes to make sure everything was working okay, and it's pretty cool. It's kind of like a proto-Mass Effect, as we'll see here. So I can see absolutely why Leon recommended it. One of the cool things with Subblock is you can recommend any game you want. Doesn't have to follow the normal rules of the stream, and we don't necessarily have to commit to beating it. Hey, Light Void, how you doing? Many great battles, Earth and her partners in the Alliance of Free Stars. Against the evil Ur-Quan, its hierarchy of battle thralls. Now, I don't know like how much I needed to have played Star Control 1, but I'm guessing very little. I just interpret Ur-Quan to be like evil alien race. Edge of the known frontier, an amazing discovery was made. Far beneath the surface of an unexplored alien world. Huge underground city. This is a fan remaster of this game, filled with the technological wonders of an advanced alien race, the precursors. This game's called Star Control 2. It's nominated by Leon, one of our followers, subscribers on Patreon. Yeah, I moved my schedule around a little bit this week. Mario Maker and Smash will be returning next week at the same time. So we'll be playing this for an hour, followed by an hour of Breath of Fire, and then Smash will be from 4 p.m. Pacific through 7:30. For a rescue vessel, which never again. I think this is summarizing the events of the first game, Star Control 1. Let's say the soundtrack to this game is pretty bumpin'. Investigation of the underground city. Leon, I'm not sure if you're around, but if you are, have you played Star Control 1 as well? Yeah, so this is all very similar to some of the stuff we see in Mass Effect and Knights of the Republic, actually, without going too far into detail about what's going on in Coder 1. But a factory that constructs starships is a feature of that plot. So it seems like BioWare took a lot of inspiration from this game. Turn to Earth. Alright, so we pulled out this weird starship. We've been away from our home system for a long time. Cool. Will do. This was originally... definitely a PC game. I don't know what the original platform was. I can do some Googling. Yeah, I can change the name of my guy. I'm using a controller here. They added that in the remake that I'm playing here. They mostly remade it for compatibility reasons. I understand that you couldn't just play this on a Windows 7 machine without doing some crazy emulation. It may have been a DOS game. It kind of looks like a DOS game. Go. Do I have to do something special to get a lowercase letter? Oh, it can be Marstead with a big D at the end. Vindicator is the name of our flagship. I like that name. We'll just stick with it. Alright, so we got control of this ship here. And it looks like we can fly around. We're beholden to gravity. It looks like we're in the solar system. Autonomous solar system. Not a solar system. Jupiter there. DOS and then 3DO, interesting. I saw that some of the graphics in this are inspired from the 3DO version. Alright. I think the game is telling me that I should be going to Earth, yeah?
Attention, interloper. This recorded message. This drone
I like how it's like a video player there. Can I like... Oh, I can like rewind it and fast forward it and stuff. That's cool.
speaks with the voice and authority of Ur-Quan.
Okay. So this vessel speaks with the voice of the Ur-Quan. We see that with the Rachni in Mass Effect, where they can't speak themselves because there's these horrible space monsters like we see here, but they can talk through a thrall, psychically. So that's kind of cool. So I think the gross like eyeball monster is the Ur-Quan, and then the little like frog monster with the moving lips is that's like a thrall that's speaking on its behalf since it doesn't have vocal cords.
This is not permissible. Only subservient beings operating.
So we've been gone from our home system for a while. We come back and there's these aliens that are controlling the planet. That's pretty shitty.
Are commanded to remain here and await the arrival of the Ur-Quan. Disobedience will be punished.
Alright, let's check out what's going on here. Probably can't go to Earth proper, right? What's going on with this starship here?
Attention unidentified space
Oh man,
vessel.
it's Nathan
I'm
Fillion.
Starbase Commander Hayes of the slave planet Earth. Situation critical. Energy cores exhausted. Scanners and deep radar are non-functional. We cannot identify your vessel. Are you the scheduled hierarchy resupply ship?
Check the schedule below the stream, Zeke.
Vessel.
We've changed the schedule for the week. I'm starting to pare down. So in the future, Smash will likely be from 4 or maybe even 5 until 7:30 Pacific. We'll be running late though. Oh, so I have conversation options, again, like Mass Effect. I mean, this is a lot more common in video games back in the day, especially when you weren't expected to voice act the main character. It's becoming less and less frequent. Yeah, what's going on here?
I don't know who you are.
Hey, Fury, how you doing?
Right now, the only thing I'm worried about is saving the lives of 1,900 men and women aboard this starbase, and right now, you're our only hope. I can't keep a transmitter on too much longer. We need the power for heat and air, so if you don't have any radioactives on board your vessel, please get some and bring them back here before it's too late.
Yeah, go get radioactives, alright. Oh, where do I get radioactive elements?
The fastest way to get radioactive in this system would be to land on Mercury and scour the surface for deposits of radioactive elements.
Okay.
Be careful. Mercury's a pretty inhospitable.
You think so? What's the line from Futurama that's like, oceans of lead, boiling lava? Oh, so shorts?
Make sure to mention this the next time I talk with our masters. I'm sure they will reward you.
Man, who are your masters? Are they like the dudes? The nasty dudes that we're not friends with? Okay. I'm able to get out of there. Going to Mercury. We got a task. How's it been, Fury? Good to see you. Oh, that's not Mercury. Not Mercury at all. What is this cruel injustice, Leon? No, don't fly into the sun. Okay, we don't want to go to Venus. Here we go. We need to go collect elements, they're saying. I'm gonna try playing around after I get these to see if I can explore some other planets here too. Looks like we could go to Earth's moon. So I think that on the bottom is an actual scan of Mercury's surface. And for minerals, energy, biological. Okay, so there's a ton of minerals. There are no, like, creatures here. I'm curious how they're gonna handle hazards. I'm guessing that like the different colors represent different elements. Let's see if we zoom in. Start with the one that's the differentest color. Okay, yeah, so you see mineral values there posted on the right side of the screen. I can move the ship around. D-pad, oh god. get hit by fire. Must be the oceans of lava. The mercury problem. Oh no! Our ship blew up. Alright. What happens? I have crew that died when I did that. That's awful. Can't redeploy, it looks like. A great way to start the game, huh? Let's see if we can back up and pop back onto it. Hey Andrea, how you doing? Go back to the Earth station to get another one. Okay, sure. So we want to navigate carefully on Mercury to find some of the higher level elements so we can bring them back. We should be able to just go back to Earth here. Yeah, I'm going to be posting Andrea's recorded talk on YouTube. It's not available just yet. I think it's probably going to be a couple days, but as soon as it's up there, I'll give you guys the link if you didn't get a chance to tune in. Actually, I died. Due to circumstances beyond our control, our only landing vehicle was destroyed.
Manufacturing a new lander for you will use most of what little resources we have left.
Sorry, man. I was learning the controls.
We will transport the new lander vehicle immediately.
Okay, sounds good, dude.
Hurry back, Captain.
Yeah.
Hurry back.
Yep, on it. So they gave us a new lander, pretty awesome. Let's try using it on a planet that I assume isn't dangerous, like the moon. I mean, the moon's pretty close to Earth, so maybe there's dudes there, and we should be careful. But worth trying that. Yeah, that's totally an actual map of the moon. It's kind of cool. All right, so no fancy minerals. Don't know what that energy scan represents. We can go try to check it out. Oh, there's things here though. I'll give it a try. Why not? Try seeing what the energy is. Start on this side. Okay, let's not die this time. Looks like we got some crew back. Exciting. Oh, what the hell is that? Can't shoot this thing. We've discovered an alien base and explored its interior. Oh yeah, this is like an adventure game. The installation must have been abandoned many years ago. Great care has been taken to make it appear active. Export systems are functioning, fusion generators are at full output. Robotic construction of vehicles have been programmed to roam the lunar surface. In addition, we found the installation's hyperwave locked in transmit mode, endlessly playing the same alien recording. So this again reminds me a lot when you play Earthbound. When you play Mass Effect, you frequently are popping into planets and driving around and finding little descriptions of what you actually uncovered. Like, you have to use your imagination and picture what you found rather than actually seeing something. They got rid of that in Mass Effect 2 and 3, but it was definitely there in the original game. Alright, so I can shoot these green robots. They don't seem to be particularly dangerous. This seems to be the way to go, is land on one of these non-hostile planets to kind of get used to the controls and move around. Using the D-pad, like, forward moves me forward, so I don't, like, press left to drive left, but push forward to drive forward, and then I move left to turn. That makes a little bit more sense. Aluminum. Aluminium. Do Canadians say aluminium or aluminum? Never tell you people. Alright, let's go down to Mercury again and try not to die. Now, why is it that our crew increased? We went from having 30 crew to 42 crew? Are they banging? Do we, like, recruit some people from that base on the moon? It sounded like it was, like, totally autonomous, unless if they're counting robots as crew members. Flexo outranks me? Alright, let's try not dying this time. Pick up the good elements, mainly the red and the yellow. You say aluminum in Canada? It's not walking into the fire this time. Let's get out of here right away. We took some damage, but we're not gonna die this time. Cool. Hopefully those are good enough. Earth Station resupplies your crew. That's cool. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so I had some people die there, it looked like. I'm guessing that's a reality of taking some damage when I was on the planet. Not just the lander, but in your mind's eye, you imagine that some of the people you sent down there got killed. You monster. I'm not gonna mess around with the enslaved Earth.
Did you find any radioactive elements for our power cores?
Yeah, man. Oh.
Fastest way to get radio...
We already tried Mercury, but that's not happening, so we're gonna have to try somewhere else.
Hurry back, Captain.
I think that our first lander went down and got radioactives on Mercury, and then got destroyed, so we gotta try a different planet. We can check in the solar system, see what we can find here. Let's try go a little bit further out. I guess we can scan the planet. Jupiter and Saturn? Alright, cool. What's up, Moon? This is pretty cool. I enjoy this. I can see the notes of how this was inspirational to Mass Effect, absolutely. This one doesn't look like it has any, but it was worth checking. It's easy to check and then just get out of Dodge, right? Probably can't land on Saturn proper, yeah? Yeah, not gonna be getting any heavy minerals, not sending a lander down there. Yeah, right? Andrea makes a joke in her presentation that says that the instrument, the Fermi-Lat, is about the size of the Death Star exhaust port. It's about 2 meters. Also about the size of a Womp Rat, which makes you realize, man, Womp Rats must be, like, scary huge. Right, dupes. Go, go, go. Oh, man. Look at all these moons. Go to the bright green one. I don't know my Galilean satellites. Ganymede. Blue is good, that's new. I don't know what it represents, but let's pick it up. We'll check some of the other ones too. I don't think these are as dangerous. There's no life forms. It looks like as long as we withdraw the lander before it's completely destroyed, we're okay. I know, acetylene. Now what I wonder is, are the resources that you find here like actually related to what we know about these planets? That would be really cool if they went to the trouble of doing that. But I imagine it's really hard, and at some point, like, I imagine you're visiting systems other than Sol, so you'd have to randomly generate it at some point. Welcome back, Dio. Yeah, this whole planet scanning mechanic and like seeing details about the planet at the top is very Mass Effect-like. Definitely see how this was an inspiration to both Mass Effect and Knights of the Republic. You have so much cargo capacity on each drop. I see that filling up there on the bottom. Red stuff. Okay, that's that orange stuff. I think that's what we really want here. Let's try to get some. Hopefully this is a relatively safe planet. I don't see any nonsense happening here right now. I see a thing there on the right side that tells us the individual values for minerals. Probably as good as we're gonna get. Try taking that back and see if they're happy with that. It does look like running out of fuel is a real concern. But maybe the Earth Station can help us to refuel. Nope, Serp, you'll get them right away. Thank you so much for the subscription, and thank you for letting me know. And I've got a message on there that I don't get a pop-up. It's awesome to have you. So yeah, no, I'll get you all hooked up after the stream. I'd recommend you not vote for anything until later tonight after I send you a Patreon message letting you know that you're all set up. Yeah, thank you. Good to have you. You'll get the discount, the little chat badge, access to the subscriber forums. If you would, shoot me a Twitch message with your email address so I can add you to our sub forum and kind of give feedback on the stream, hear about some upcoming ideas, give feedback on it.
Now, as soon as our engineers can refit the energy cores, there, that's much
Baylor.
better. Power ratings are climbing.
The Craigasm from the
Life support is coming
Astatine.
back into the green. There,
All right.
that's much better. Power ratings are climbing. Life support is coming back into the green.
There you go, Nathan
These
Fillion.
radar systems and sensors are now online.
Yeah, cool.
And
Awesome,
I can
sir.
Scan your vessel. What the hell kind of ship is that? Just who are you, Captain?
Now, remember, we have this weird ship that we recovered from this other planet. We learned about that in the prologue. Yeah, that's actually, I'm trying to broadcast to that mark a little bit, the kind of lurker that's working and has the stream out in the background and tabs in every now and then, so that's really, really cool. Marstead of the Vindicator were the survivors. I need you to explain a few
What do
things.
you want to know?
What's the purpose of the
Ur-Quan's flight
starbase?
law requires that we maintain an orbital space platform to assist hierarchy vessels which are in need of repairs or fuel.
Hey, that's me.
The shield around the Earth cuts us off completely from the planet. We're dependent on the Ur-Quan resupply ships for our non-renewable resources. The resupply vessels are supposed to arrive every 5 years, at which time the Ur-Quan somehow penetrate the shield and exchange those of us up here with replacement personnel from the surface.
That's pretty messed up. So there's like a slave shield? Is
When
that
the
what's going on?
Alliance lost the war, the Ur-Quan gave Earth a single choice. Join the hierarchy as battle thralls and fight for the Ur-Quan to enslave other sentient species, or become fallow slaves and be forever imprisoned on a single world encased in an impenetrable energy shield here on Earth. We choose not to fight for the Ur-Quan.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, where are they hanging
Soon
out?
after the Earth accepted the Ur-Quan's oath of fealty, they departed, leaving behind a battle group of Spathi and Ilrath ships based on...
Those are named for Roman weaponry, I think. Yeah, what was the red fast-moving object that harassed us?
Ur-Quan security drone that keeps an eye on us. Captain, what happened to the spy drone?
Yes, sir, we blew it to bits. I meant a different red thing.
Oh no! Right now it's probably cruising through hyperspace heading right towards the closest hierarchy outpost. When the Ur-Quan find out that you're here, they're gonna send a combat fleet instantly.
Cool,
Star
let's get out of
Control
Dodge.
Science mission, huh? Captain, I served as a Star Control officer during the war aboard several cruisers in the Corward Front. And if there'd been any scientific mission to Vela, I would have heard about
Hey,
it.
Vela is a pretty important pulsar to Andrea's research. The mission was highly secret. Sure.
You know, come to think of it, there were some rumors that Corridor 9, the Special Operations Division of Star Control, was directing some hush-hush operation near Androsynth Space. The Vela star system, yes, that would be the right direction. So, Captain, if you say it's true, how do you explain that huge alien starship you're flying?
Lords,
Why are you here?
secret
What do you want
scientist.
from us?
Add quote Andrea Vela's tits. I like the way the story is presented in this game. I need a word to describe it. It's not just show don't tell storytelling. It's specifically the kind of thing they do in like the movie Looper, where as you're driving around you see these cars that have been retrofitted from gasoline to like solar power, and the movie never actually comments on it, but it's little bits of flavor that are just dashed at you here and there without breaking into a full expositive sprint. I like stories in games that do that make you wonder, I wonder what's Androsynth space? Is that like where all the androids live? Who knows? Maybe we'll find out later. You have to be careful though, like some games do that too much. I feel like the beginning of Final Fantasy 13 has way too many like alphabet soup words with apostrophes. Implicit incidental storytelling? Cool. That makes sense.
So day and night we gazed up at the impenetrable wall as though the sheer power of our hatred would pull it down. But over the years I spent so much of my time struggling down on the surface, under the shield, and then later up here trying to keep the station alive, that I'd forgotten what it means to be free, to hate our Ur-Quan masters. And now here you are, in an alien ship of unknown power offering me your assistance to fight against the
Actually, yeah.
hierarchy again after all these years. Captain, your offer is intriguing. It's tempting to think that with your advanced precursor technology, we can somehow crack the Earth's slave shield and reassemble the Alliance to attack the hierarchy. And this time, win the damn war. Consider the consequences.
Well, it sounds like our ship was aware of how shitty it is on Earth when we left to do this mission.
On the surface below as well. Before I commit this station to helping you attack the Ur-Quan and accepting the risk of annihilation if we are defeated, I have to make sure that you and your ship have what it takes to oppose the hierarchy. I'll make you a deal. If you can eliminate the alien base on the moon and get rid of that threat at least, I will seriously consider your offer.
I have a very light brush experience with CRPGs in my past, SERP. So it's really cool that Leon has thrown this one on the schedule. I played a lot of LucasArts adventure games. I know aren't quite the same thing. They don't give you as much control or like dialogue options like in this one. But I'm excited to play games like this on stream in the future. Like go back and actually hit up Zork and the like. Attack the moon base and completely destroy. Yeah. Okay, so we already did that. That's interesting that they had to program a response for that. They'd let us already explore it without having it be linear.
Closing on this station fast. Our computer identifies it as Ilrath, Avenger class. I think you've got a fight on your hands, Captain.
Okay.
Your best bet is to wait until you have point-blank range.
Uh-oh.
Captain, it's jamming our signal.
Later, Nathan Fillion.
By the fetid breath of the Dark Twin Kazon, a human and an alien starship. How fascinating.
Wait, is this a completely different race? I think it is.
I intercepted that
I like the custom font.
and learned that an unidentified starship had approached Earth. I never expected to find such a remarkable vehicle in the hands of a human. Humans are prey animals.
I love Baldur's Gate and Neverwinter Nights. Yeah, I like pretty much everything from BioWare, and I actually have played those games. The kind of isometric D&D inspired RPG.
Of the oath of fealty. I am sure our masters.
I haven't played any of it on stream yet. Mass Effect is the closest thing, but yeah, like the old school kind of Baldur's Gate, Dungeons and Dragons inspired, gather your party, adventure forth. I love those titles.
And your many charred corpses.
Oh man, Crash Team Racing. Andrea is going to be excited with that, Dio. Andrea loved herself some CTR. Where the hell did you come from? I wonder if I can actually coexist. Surrender or you'll be annihilated.
As alien as your ship may be.
I haven't played Pillars of Eternity. My friend who's also into Baldur's Gate was trying to get me into it. That'd be a cool one to do on stream. Probably sooner rather than later since it's a fairly recent release. Hey D-Rock, how you doing?
More than enough power to kill you.
Oh man, you could put it on your sub-block suggestion. I guess start thinking about that. You're really likely to get drawn for sub-block since you're a new subscriber, Serp. So you could put that in there. I'd be happy to pick it up. There's been a couple games that I've seen in sub-block and really liked and just added to the permanent list myself, so. Woo. Oh man, it's kind of cool. Because the ship mechanics are unusual. Holy crap, he just completely wrecked me. I was facing the wrong way when he came at me. Probably should have tried to negotiate a peaceful solution. Oh crap. Alright, it's that kind of game. Do we get any autosaves? Probably not, right? Okay, alright. Lesson learned. We can get back there pretty quickly. We'll skip the dialogue. When you're in battle, like, you have to obey gravity, right? So if you send your ship flying forward, it just starts moving. So you can't, like, turn around very quickly. Oh, okay. That sounds good, sir. Yeah, awesome. Oh, cool. D-Rock, did you pick up tickets? You're still gonna look into doing a, being a enforcer for PAX East, right? Use the other ship for next time? Alright, and I'll have to try to save a little bit more often this time, too. a game that has the ability to skip cutscenes this early. Has lots of dialogue, but if you want to speed run through it, they make it really easy to do. I'm gonna find this energy signal again, since it's pretty easy. Okay, cool. Done. Earth's moon investigated. Let's go talk to Nathan Fillion. He wants us to grab some resources. Okay, I don't know if I actually want to go to Mercury. It was really dangerous. I might just go to the... I forget which Galilean satellite they were on. I can go ahead and do Mercury. We'll try it again. I'm gonna get more used to the controls in this game. I do like the way the ship controls work. A lot of space shooters just have it so that, you know, you press down, you go down. That is not the case. Mercury, Mercury, Mercury. You have to thrust in a certain direction. Ah, that sucks, D-Rock. Yeah, I know that. You have, like, usually, like, 6 minutes, maybe. Sometimes less than that, to get PAX Prime tickets when they go on sale. Fortunately, it doesn't cost that much extra money. Alright, we're just gonna pick these two up and then, like, fly out immediately and not worry about the fire. Yeah, alright. Get some uranium, get out of Dodge. I think that's the way to do it. Wow, D-Rock. Yeah, when I got tickets for Prime last time, I had like a whole bunch of monitoring things running to try to make sure I got tickets right away when they went on sale. And I had like a script monkey running and watching Twitter. I got in at that instant, and by the time I finished checking out, like they were already sold out. Alright, give this guy his radioactives.
By the fetid, since you...
Alright, let's try using this ship instead. Bond. Okay, good. Run! Man. Probably should have saved, but I'm curious. We might be okay. I don't think it's game over, is it? No, we still get to pick our shitty ship. Now we just don't have that one available to us anymore. Turn. Got it. Yeah, that's rough, D-Rock.
Sight, Captain. I haven't seen an Avenger blown away like that since the battle in Draco. I guess you've shown
So the little ship is like, it's got like homing missiles, it looks like.
My last reservation about helping you has been dissolved. I will commit this station to helping free Earth and defeat the Ur-Quan. We may get our atoms rearranged in the process, but by God, Captain, we're going to try. So the obvious first step is to get the precursor equipment and software over here so that we can make it work with our ship repair fabricators. But then what, Captain?
And then, Commander, we'll proceed to kick some major alien butts. Really good plan, but it's a secret. Bring the Ur-Quan to their knee equivalents. I like the humor in this game.
Yes, Captain. We'll do just that. By the way, Captain, I think we need a name for this new alliance we're going to forge. And since it was your idea, it's only fair that you get the honor of naming it.
Oh, cool.
So, what will it be?
D-Rock, I bet if you get into the Enforcers, you can probably sell those badges and recoup your money. Sell them at cost. United Federation. The Empire of Zelnick, that's the character's name. Let's go.
That has a familiar ring to it. Nonetheless, we'll make it so. The United Federation.
Thanks, Skyhawk.
Now, Captain, I expect the configuration process for the starbase to take at least 2 weeks, so let's get to work.
Yeah, I hope that PAX eventually like does like a marketplace thing where you can buy and sell badges directly and efficiently through them to get rid of the scalping problem. That's the biggest issue, is there's no limit to how many you can grab. And
as you can see, we've already begun minor repairs on your ship, patching up some of the micrometeorite holes. We noticed that your ship does not have an emergency warp escape unit, so our engineers rigged up some for you.
all right, emergency
and
warp
each of your
escape unit.
escorts. Now, you should be able to escape from a bad situation with the touch of a button. But there is a cost, however. The unit gulps up 5 fuel units each time your precursor ship uses it. Also, we now have a limited capacity to make modifications to your ship, to refine starship fuel, to build additional combat ships, and to train new members of your crew for the flagship and any ships you acquire for your fleet. Captain, I know you're eager to get to work, so I'll be brief. If you have any questions how this starbase works, what resources we need, or just some background information on the galaxy, don't hesitate to ask.
Wow, so there's a limit of 4 per day per household and it's still selling out that fast? There's so many scalpers there, though. I feel like scalping has to be some non-zero part of the problem. It could just be that there's too many people that want to go to PAX. But I guess the issue is you have all these unused badges that you can't sell safely. You know, they won't let you sell them at the Penny Arcade website for good reason. You have reason to be distrustworthy of people selling on eBay. I like to just have it be a marketplace where, yeah, you can buy them up initially, and then if you end up not being able to go, you can get it sold to somebody roughly at cost or market value. And give them my minerals.
The more minerals
It gives us money.
the faster we'll be able to tackle the Ur-Quan. Try to avoid.
Okay, let me actually save when I get out of here. Really, Leon? Interesting. Okay, my starship, plenty of fuel. That's cool. So I can add more fuel, more crew. Don't worry about it too much right now. It's cool that you have that option. Ah, yeah, probably need to get another cruiser. Make up for the one that I just lost. Oh, cool. Just saves, we're probably good to go. Let's see though, do I want a star map somewhere? Holy shit, this game is huge. A lot of this has to have been procedurally generated, right? That's just a map. I can't actually use it to go anywhere, it looks like. Recrew? Can I get more than the number that I have right now, Leon? It's not even procedurally generated? Wow. They had to have done some of it at least randomly at the time. If you're not getting a different universe every time. So like, you know, the planet that's in the northwest quadrant is always the same planet and has the same features and stuff on it. Ah, okay. Cool, cool. It says I have 50, so. Do I like fly out to the edge? Yeah, that could be Andrea. Ooh, Pluto. Like the interstellar media. Oh, this is like hyperspace. That's cool. Yeah, you can see a little mini map there in the corner. Nice. The music in this game is just bumping. I kind of want to just pull the soundtrack for this. Rip some of it off for my D&D game. Check out the star that's like it's southwest of us. What's going on here? You can definitely see how this inspired Mass Effect if you've played it a bit. Kind of takes this idea and makes it more accessible. But I really like the way this game is set up. It's super open-ended. Like, just go out there and get minerals and shit. Fight dudes in space. Have a fun time. The chance of finding biological anything is probably pretty low if they did it right. Would be my guess. I think tectonics represents the chance of having to deal with like earthquakes and stuff when we land. Yeah. This place is pretty dangerous. We don't want to be on top of one of those little quakes that we see. Oh man, Yukupo. I think everybody should try to go. If you're a gamer, you should try to make it through at least one PAX. It's a really cool experience. Even if you're not really into games, like I don't know, it's such a welcoming community. The panels are really cool. The concerts are awesome. They've got a lot of stuff that's pretty unique to PAX. Like Mario Maker was the finals game this year for their Omegathon, and it was just so cool being in this like packed auditorium of people cheering and booing and yelling, almost like it was like watching a sport at two people playing Super Mario Brothers, you know? The moon. You can dispatch the same planet multiple times. So like the lander only has so much space. You can keep coming back to it looking for different things. Is that right, Leon? Minerals. Hey, Reaper Cheap, how you doing? Hey, so Reaper Cheap, I was before stream today. I found a way to finally go back and update my database with like where some of my regular viewers, like what game they came in on. And I was searching, and it looked like you were searching for like Kirby Superstar, and I think you tuned in right after I finished playing Kirby and would switch to like Final Fantasy Theater Rhythm, the rhythm game, but you stuck around. Is that what happened, or was it an earlier game by your memory? It's serendipity. Also, grats on your mirror shield badge in chat. 120 hours. Holy shit! There's hella minerals on this planet. There's something else we gotta worry about? Biological. I see, Leon. So you can like go in, pick up some stuff, back out. That's cool. Oh wow, this is new. Something that actually damages us. Maybe. Right, gold. Now that one didn't let us re-dispatch, but oh, I think it's because we're out of fuel. Alright, we should probably go fix that, huh? It looks like fuel is for landers. Like, this ship can kind of just float around endlessly with thrusters. Gotcha, Reaper Cheap. That's cool. I was just remarking on how I've had a couple people that popped in right when stream was ending for the first time, but then stuck around, or popped in for some specific game, and I had just switched and they hung out anyway. Oh, I don't have enough fuel to get home? What happens when I'm out of fuel in, what is it? I think it's, let's see where I am, right? Library, beta. Soul is here. Serious, that makes sense. Oh, cool, you can chart a path out of fuel. Yeah, what bad things happen when you're out of fuel? Am I just like stranded in hyperspace forever? Cool. Good to hear, Reaper Jeep. I, like, eat some of my resources to get fuel back. Probably not. Cool. I'm checking around. That would be pretty brutal if you just get, like, stuck out in space. Because they had this fuel mechanic in Mass Effect, but I think what ended up happening is if you ran out, it started consuming your resources to keep moving. And maybe in this one I just have to cannibalize them. I can always just try loading. To keep that in mind, I guess I shouldn't be flying that far away. This isn't too far back. Let's add some more fuel modules, how about it? So you can add all kinds of things to make it a little bit more efficient, looks like. I like how you have this really modular ship. Excuse me. Yeah. Tons of fuel.
Yes, Captain?
Oh, a merchant shows up to help you. Gotcha. So he comes up and tries to sell you some stuff.
Sir? Return.
So I need to see where to go to actually refuel. I think that I have that capability here. One of those looks like I can get some extra crew. I want to depart the starbase and then come right back to it to refuel. Looks like part of that is automatic. Check the Majora. Zelda was yesterday. Phantom Hourglass. It'll be back again next week on Thursday. You can check the schedule below the stream to see when it'll be on. Usually Zelda Day rotates. Monday 1 week, Tuesday the next week, Thursday the next week, Friday the next week, and so on. Oh, I see. Spend money, costs 20 per fuel. Okay, got it for next time. Let's go get some cash. That cost a lot. Let's go back to that same system or a nearby system. Maybe we can plot something from a star map. Although it looks like we can chart a location, then we just fly there automatically. Yeah, so let's go to Sirius. Because there's really not a lot of reason for us to leave the home system. Like, we could also just try to mine everything that's here, but I kind of want to explore around. That seems what's really cool about this game. Don't want to repeat of getting stranded. I could probably sub out the fuel cells for something else at a later time. Looks like fuel only expends when you enter and exit hyperspace and maybe moving between planets. Like when I'm just in a system, we seem to be fine. Oh yeah, oh, Sirius is way closer. Give me the intuition for that. Yeah, since I wasn't able to max them out, that makes sense, Leon. It makes sense. You buy fuel separately at the shipyard, it looks like. Get it. Do a scan, see what we got. Got a bunch of green minerals. No energy signals. No biological scans. I'm guessing to find like an interesting planet, it probably has to be like story relevant. It's unlikely that you would just bump into one. Holy crap! Whoa! That is not one that we want to land on, and I think that the hint that we got to that was the temperature. Rivers of molten lead. The shorts weather, right? Alright, let's see. We had a really good load spot. We had the load spot where we don't need to buy it quite so much. Let's see how much fuel we can fit. The cash we have. Let's cap that out. I think we can get up to like 40. 60, yeah, that seems great. The number of fuels that I added were not worth it. Alright, so we need these turning jets. Turning a little bit faster. costs money, but that way if we get into a battle, we're less exposed. We've got the storage bay for carrying more minerals back with us. I think that makes sense. Back out and see where we can go to. Red temperature in the class 6 tectonics. Gotcha. You should play Mass Effect 2 if you really enjoyed the first one, Yukupo. It improves on it in just about every way. Honestly, I like the story of Mass Effect 1 a little bit better. It's a little bit more like this, you know, where it feels more like open-ended exploration. I really like the feel of landing on some of the planets and just looking at the skybox and driving around and reading the little text things. So Mass Effect 1 is a lot more like this. Mass Effect 2 is more of a traditional, like, action RPG. It's almost like a JRPG, really, in that it focuses on the development of the characters way more than the development of the plot. The plot in Mass Effect 2 is cool and it's important, but like it's all about building this team and what their backstories are. And JRPGs tend to be more character focused. So let's talk about these characters' backstories. Let's talk about what drives them. The setting and the plot is sort of backseat to that. Western RPGs are more like, what's the setting? You know, what's the big overarching story? What are the politics? Yeah, I highly recommend you check it out. It's really good, especially if you're a fan of the series. Mass Effect is my favorite setting of any video game. Well, it's my favorite fictional setting, period. Probably can't do anything here, right? And scan it. I like that you can kind of skip through the scan too. Just checking around. We got a good save point there at the shipyard, so we can kind of dork around. I think that increasing our turning capability was a good idea, though, in the long run. A really big ship. I love this whole, like, you go to each of these systems and you're like, there could be anything here, you know? Actually being able to go to each of the planets. It felt the same in Mass Effect 1. Ah, that's a bad ship. There you go. What do we got here? Got some minerals. No energy. No life forms. Makes sense. Grab. The story in Mass Effect 1 was excellent as well. Like, I love the whole reveal in the whole last planet section. It felt really cool. Felt really cool. Iodine magnesium. Sounds good. Keep navigating. Let's see if we find anything special in this system. Lost 2 crew members. But this is a game of big numbers, so... Get it. Hopefully there's a moon. Yeah, there's a couple moons. Alpha Wolf. I don't know. What we got here? Nothing. Oh wait, no, there is some blue stuff. It's kind of hard to see at the background. Krypton. Rocket Hull. Into Argon. And get some of that xenon so we can build a underground dark matter detector. Let's navigate to the other moon over near. We're going to be playing Star Control for another 5 minutes, and then we're switching to the next sub-block game, which is Breath of Fire Dragon Quarter from Little D-Piece. This one looks like it doesn't have... No. Class 5 tectonics, not worth it. I like that they make you make that decision. You look at the planet, you see what the dangers are, you see whether there's something really interesting. I'm guessing the longer you play this game, the more you can upgrade your different ship parts so that you can tolerate some of those planet environments a little bit better. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a main story event later on where like you need to go to a planet that has a really, really high temperature that normally would just melt you, but maybe you have a ship upgrade that makes you resist heat. This would have been a game that if I had had this as a kid, this would have been like hundreds and hundreds of hours sunk into it. Absolutely, just going from system to system. upgrade the lander. That's awesome. Nothing. The other cool thing is the game really hasn't given us, it just said go out and get resources. Like, there's a little bit of guidance at the beginning, like go to Mercury and like, you know, check out the moon, check out this lander there. It teaches us about the existence of energy signals and how do we deal with biological signals on a planet. Awesome shiggles. Yeah, this game's really cool. Let's see what's over in the system. And I like how they make it all a surprise to you, right? It's like, you don't feel like you're in this universe where everything is really well known. As much as I love Mass Effect and I love the races in Mass Effect, like, you know, it's in a setting where humanity has joined the Council, they've joined Citadel Space, and you're not really finding unknown races, unknown sapient beings all the time. In this one, it's a surprise. You're like, oh, there's like a spider person who just ran into me. What's their deal? Let's get some of these blue resources. So how different is this from the original release? I got the sense that this is not a lot of like remade textures or anything. It's mostly reusing textures from the 3DO port. But the main thing they did with this, you know, re-release, the one they called Ur-Quan Masters, was make it playable on more modern operating systems without requiring a DOS emulator. Yeah, Yukipo, this is what Star Trek is supposed to be about. I mean, it doesn't have the optimism of Star Trek, given that we start out as a slave race of this other species. But like, as far as it being exploration based, wouldn't this be cool as an MMO if you had this like giant world? I guess that the MMO of this is EVE Online, except that, you know, the problem with EVE is the gigantic barrier to entry. You can't really get into it and enjoy this. Let's try going down here. We'll save in this quadrant, and then we'll switch over to Breath of Fire. If you were just here for Star Control 2, hey, I'm Marstead. I'm trying to play and beat every awesome game ever made live on stream. So this week we're working through like the Zelda series, Final Fantasy, Valkyria Chronicles. If that's your jam, I'd be happy to have you around. Otherwise, if Star Control 2 is here because one of our subscribers on Patreon, Leon, nominated it. Subs can add a game onto the list whether we're playing it to beat it or not. So I would expect if Leon's interested, we might see this on the schedule again. I kind of dig the game. I might put it on the voting spreadsheet. I'd have to like maybe look at a walkthrough to figure out where the hell I'm supposed to go to actually beat it. So my focus is beating, not 100%ing, and this game would trigger my like completionist terror of like, oh my god, there's so many planets. I have to visit every planet and get all the resources on every planet. So maybe following a walkthrough to kind of beeline it. I'm curious if someone speedran this game and knows how long it would take to complete a playthrough as quickly as possible. Okay, this would be a really dangerous planet to land on, so we're not going to mess with it. Oh, interesting. It'd been cool to hear the MIDI-based audio as well. I really like this version of the songs though. Like the soundtrack is pretty bumpin'. Make a second save just in case. Alright guys, give me a couple minutes to switch over to Breath of Fire Dragon Quarter, already in progress.